Ambassador.
Hello, welcome.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.
Thank you. How do you do, Mr. Ambassador? 안녕하세요.
Bem-vindo.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to the Brazilian residence.
I'm very much honored today. Wow, this is your living room?
Yes.
Ambassador, you have a gorgeous collection of artifacts, all seemingly of Asian origin. Can you explain for me, what are these?
Well, I always I had very great interest for Asian art and culture. So during my career, I was able to visit many Asian countries, and I had the opportunity to collect very interesting objects. So I used them to decorate my residence. That's why this residence here looks more like an Asian house rather than a Brazilian house.
For Korean, it looks very familiar.
Yes.
I have seen your biodata, and then seeing you, your appearance, your name. You have a very strong Asian background. Your assignment to Indonesia and Tokyo, now Korea, and then while you're back in your home country, you are heading for the Asian Bureau in the Foreign Ministry. Tell me more about your Asian background.
Well, my family emigrated to Brazil almost 100 years ago.
I see.
So I was born in São Paulo, in Brazil. I was brought up there, studied there all my life. And then I joined the Foreign Service. And in Foreign Service, I was able to dedicate a lot of time to the Asian politics, Asian economics. Although I was also working at the United Nations, in London, in Russia as well. But Asia was really the place that interested me most.
Really?
So that's why I'm very happy to be here in Korea.
Well, welcome to Korea.
Thank you.
It's just been only a couple of months since you arrived here,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah, and then I learned that you are the first Asian origin to be appointed as in the Foreign Service. Is that true?
Yes, I was the first one who passed examination
Wow,
in my generation. But now there are many.
Thank you. Okay. Ambassador, I learned that you are very much talented in arts, paintings and music. It's almost as a professional.
No, that's exaggeration.
And I see the verification of those things. This is the proof of your painting, I guess. Can you explain for me?
Thank you, very kind.
Yes.
Well, when I was young, I studied painting and history of art. But after I started working in the Foreign Ministry, I did not have much time to dedicate to this kind of activity. In the meantime, I was educating myself, going to galleries and museums. And more recently that I had more time to start painting again, especially because as you get old, you sleep less. So in the evening or at night, I used to wake up sometimes and start painting.
Really? And then these are the artifacts that you have displayed in Indonesia, I heard?
Yes.
You had an exhibition, personally?
I had a personal exhibition in Indonesia. I was very lucky to be invited by the owner of the Duta Gallery, which is the oldest gallery in Jakarta.
I see.
And I had a solo exhibition there. It was a very satisfying and very nice experience. I hope I can repeat sometime in some other country.
What I can see, the Chinese character in that painting, what is that meaning?
Yes, well, that is my family name written in Chinese character, but it's not my signature. It's written Fujita. This is the way, But I just used as a kind of painting resource. So just to combine with the picture.
Okay. Well, later on, I would like to also see you're playing the musical instrument too. Would you like to show it to me?
Well, I hope you can bear with me.
It's a wonderful thing. Thank you. Thank you. Ambassador, now let's talk a little bit about diplomacy. This year, that marks the 50th anniversary of the relationship between Brazil and Korea. Are you planning to do anything to commemorate this anniversary?
Indeed, the relations between Brazil and Korea were established in 1959, so this year is exactly 50th anniversary.
Right.
And of course, we hope we can mark this date with some important events, some high-level visits, some parliamentary and business exchanges, and of course, some cultural events. I think that's very important so that Korean people can learn more about Brazilian art and Brazilian people can see more of the Korean art.
What particular month are you planning to hold these things?
Ideally, it would be between September and October.
I see.
Because September is the Brazilian National Day. October was when the relations were established. So that would be the ideal time. And since I have arrived recently, so to organize everything, I need some time.
Well, instantly, that's the best season in Korea anyhow.
Oh, I'm glad.
Along with that long history of the relationship establishment, quite a few Koreans immigrated to your country and the nearby Paraguay from the early 1970s. And then many of them have settled down very successfully in your country, I guess. How are the Koreans viewed by your people?
Yes, relatively, the Korean immigration is more recent as compared to the European, Japanese, Arab, and other immigration to Brazil, because most of them are from the 19th century.
Right.
So the Korean immigration is one of the most recent. But in the meantime, they made remarkable progress because there is already quite a significant community of Korean origin, about 50,000, especially in the state of São Paulo. And they are already very well known, very respected for their hard working and their discipline, their studiousness, especially the younger generation. They are always entering the university with excellent grades.
Really?
Yes.
Now I'd like to turn to the issue, economy. Well, Brazil is known with a strong economy throughout the world, and Koreans have been doing also pretty good in the field of the economic performance recently. And also, just a few weeks ago, we have seen what we call BRICS summit meeting took place in Moscow. Do you have any assessment of that outcome of that summit meeting?
The BRIC meeting, Brazil, India, Russia, and China, is a group that is not any kind of a formal